Welcome to another edition of Talking Lobos. With me, as always, Brandon Ortega. Huge week for the Lobos. We know who's going to play quarterback.
Tevaka Tuioti, we've been talking about it for weeks. Colton Gerhart was right there, but at the end of the day, Tevaka, his ceiling was a little higher for Bob Davie. He liked his swagger. He talked about that a lot the last few days. And really, overall, he just liked the way Tevaka fits the offense that they're going to be running with Calvin McGee.
And that's the key to the whole thing, is they want to throw the ball more. And let's face it, Gerhart, nice quarterback, but Tuioti's the guy that can really spin it.
And mistakes in decision-making was something that Davie said was really separating the two. Through scrimmages, through drills, Tabaka was just edging Colton in that department, and that's key when you have a young quarterback. You want him to be making the best decisions and not be turning the ball over. So Bob Davie's got all the confidence in the world, Tevaka Tuioti, so we'll see what happens.
Do you like the pick?
Yeah, I mean, going into camp, I liked him. The tape that I got to watch from last year, I liked the flashiness of his game. I liked the confidence as a redshirt freshman, and he didn't look like the moment was too big for him, but he did look young, and I think he's grown through the offseason. I think he's grown through this camp. He really had to earn this job. It wasn't handed to him at all. He had to earn it all the way into the weekend. Bob Davie made a decision over the weekend, announced it on Monday, and yeah, now this is his team. This is his offense.
So one of the big things that struck me was the fact that last season we saw a revolving door at quarterback. This guy in, that guy in. But this is Tevaka's job to keep, correct?
Bob Davie was asked yesterday would there be any sort of rotation. Is Colton going to see time this week against Incarnate Word? And Bob Davie said, nope, this is Tevaka Tuioti's job. He wants to get a rhythm. He said the quarterback position in general got out of rhythm, and that was a domino effect. The offense was never in unison every time they had to bring in a new quarterback. So he wants to stick with Tevaka, and he wants to just get this offense on the right track. This is an important week one because you get Incarnate Word, you want to win this game because you get the number 4 ranked team in the nation next week, so you want to stick with not only your quarterback, but he wants to stick with all the guys on the depth chart that he selected and just keep this team in unison heading into week 2.
And last but not least, give me your keys for victory.
Keys to victory, well, Tevaka's got to play well. It's Tevaka time. He's got to connect on the passes that they dial up. The running game has to get back to the way it was 2 years ago.
Right.
That's what everyone's looking for. Can you get back to the way it was the last 2 or 3 years before things fell off the tracks last year? So the running game's got to be big. The defense has got to force some turnovers. They could not get any sort of turnovers going last year, and that was a huge thing too. The offense could, when they would have a short series, the defense would be on the field forever. They got tired. I think the defense has to force a couple of turnovers at least. Bob Davie would love to see them score some points along with the offense. So those are 3 things that stick out to me right away.
Well, there you go. The guy who's been with the Lobos just about from day one. We're going to be with you again next week and Talking Lobos.